What's up, everybody? We're back with another. I have no clue what we're calling this series, but we are dealing with some mental health issues or just some of the normal things that we tend to go through as humans. I think that you guys, Gmoney and I, feel like you guys would benefit a little bit from hearing us talk about some of these subjects. So I'm going to hand the mic again over to Mr. Gmoney. I know you guys are a little focused on my shiny forehead here. Take your eyes away from that, all right? Got a greasy forehead, okay? Gmoney, take it away.
Forehead and focus on my voice.
That's right, on the voice.
But yeah, thanks again for having me. I don't know what we should call this but it has to do with something with surprising Flex because once again, he has no idea what I'm going to ask him.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Gets to squirm again. But today I think is a very common one, really among everyone. Everyone goes through this at some point, and I think again, via all of the isolation we're all going through, this one can tend to creep up more than ever. And so, Flex, I wanted to ask you, how have you dealt with getting through what I call self-hate? Just down on yourself.
Yeah,
you can
like feeling
never do anything right.
Okay.
You know, everything you do is in reality fine, but it's not perfect. You know, I could have done better.
Okay.
This was really a good chance for me and I blew it. Blah, 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 blah. How are you pushing through self-hate?
Okay. So by the way, for those of you watching for the first time, I have no idea what he's going to ask me. So these are just on the fly. I have two things that come to mind immediately. The first thing's pretty quick, and then we'll hear your perspective on this just to get a little bit of a different perspective. But first thing is being very aware as to where you're getting your validation. So it's super easy, and we talked about this a couple videos back, actually, like to spend your time on Instagram or Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, whatever, and really get consumed with the perspective that people are, you know, like I guess the perception that people are doing better than what they may be, because we really don't know what life is like behind the picture. So like, be very conscious if you find yourself spending a lot of time looking at Instagram and just feeling like a POS, because the odds are you're overstimulating that part of your self-doubt. So like, you should be getting your self-worth from yourself always. The less external factors you have that influence that, the happier you're gonna be. So that's my first thing that comes to mind, is trying to really be consciously aware of when I can catch myself, like what externally am I allowing myself to be influenced by, and then trying to put a stop on it. The second thing, which we have kind of mentioned a little bit before in the past, is the way for me to feel better every day, at least as a person. And I have like a buttload of things I need to work on, even with streaming. I've been doing streaming full-time for 18 months now, and I still drop the ball hard. Like, my scheduling sometimes sucks. My time management sucks. I find myself doing the things I shouldn't be doing often, you know, like I could improve significantly. But the way that I feel better and better about not getting caught in this like self-hatred bubble is always trying, as often as I can, trying to be productive. So I used this as an example before, but with these things right here, with our phones, we have so many things at the tip of our fingers that we can access. So I will very often try to put something, like I was having breakfast this morning in the living room as Kira was working away. I'm like trying to search for something on YouTube that I can listen to while I'm eating, so I can try to learn something. For me, I feel like if I'm always making some progress to get better at something, even if it's consuming content when I'm pooping, like listening to somebody talk about it's going to get really bright here, you guys. I apologize. The sun's coming out. But giving a different perspective on maybe doing like a back workout. And for me, I'm like, maybe I can learn something a little bit new so I can add that into my routine and get stronger. And then I feel better, because I feel like when your boy's taking his cheeks off the seat, I feel like I've gained a little bit of intelligence, and I feel like as a human, I'm doing my part to learn and improve, which hopefully extends outward.
You're learning a lot, because for those of you that don't know, Flex is full of shit.
That's right. God dang you. Flex is full of shit. You goof. What's your perspective on all that?
Yeah, I think, like you said,
You
trying
know,
to improve. Go ahead.
what if you were going to answer the same question, what would you say you do? Or you can respond to
Yeah,
what I was saying.
yeah. Well, I do think improving at something will always give you a sense of self-worth and self-value. So I absolutely think that is critical. For me, part of the thing that I think a lot of people have to realize is you're not perfect. You know, you are
Yeah.
not going to do everything
Yes.
perfectly. For instance, I think I am pretty good at most things that I pick up, whether that's
I'll
some
agree.
sort of
Yeah.
new sport, new
Yep.
video game, whatever it is. I'm usually pretty good at getting going.
Hmm.
And lately I've picked up golf and I suck at golf. So it is frustrating. Um, so just taking that sense of you're not perfect, chill out. You're not going to be a
Yeah.
PGA player overnight. You know, these guys have put in hours and hours and
Yep.
hours and hours of practice. That's why they're
Yep.
so good. And taking that
Perspective.
mindset, even if you have put in hours and hours of practice, people have bad days. Cut yourself some slack. Put it in perspective. And then on the flip side of that, I think being proud of what you've accomplished is okay. We
Yeah.
live
Give
in a
yourself credit.
society where people are, I think, a little shy, can be shy to brag about themselves because they don't want to be seen as bragging. You don't have to brag to
Yeah.
the world, but when you've done something great, stop and smell the roses a little bit and pat yourself on the back, at least. That was something that I still struggle with now and was a big issue for me early on in my career because I just had the mindset that I was going to be great in my career. And so all of
Uh-huh.
these good things that I'm doing are just expected of me. And I never, or that's what I expected of myself. And
Yeah.
so I never took the time to pat myself on the back, be proud of the things that I've accomplished.
Hmm.
And I went years with feeling very
Insignificant.
inadequate.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was just doing what I considered to be run of the mill things. In reality, it was actually really impactful and useful things. So those two things, realize you're not perfect, cut yourself some slack, and be proud of your accomplishments, whether that's silently proud of yourself or telling your significant other, whatever it is,
Yeah.
just stop and smell the roses every now and then.
And that's I think a really great benefit of doing that is you're going to find a lot of uh encouragement from within yourself because you feel worthy
Absolutely.
of it. So many benefits to practicing exactly what Gmoney just said. So I agree with you.
Yeah, so that was a quick video. Thank you all again for joining us and topics in the Discord, link in the description.
Boom.
Flex, tell them when you are live.
We're live every Tuesday through Saturday. We start at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 4 to 6 hours. You guys, 2 p.m. You're missing out if you're not there. I'm telling you, you're going to have a blast. We'd love to have you. You're missing out. I can see you. You're contemplating clicking on the Twitch link.
Come to the stream.
Do it! I was about to go Shia LaBeouf right there. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this. We're having a fun time doing this mini little series, trying to keep these below 10 minutes. We will catch you guys on the next one. Have a great rest of your week. Thank you guys so much again for your time.